Alright, thank you and welcome back. Actually, a lot of things have been said about Kaduna. Tension in Kaduna as Jos crisis escalates. Over there in Jos, recent development in Plateau State, following attack on Muslim travelers who were returning from a religious event in Bauchi could set neighboring state Kaduna into cohort as tensions spread across the state. Although the Jos attack was widely condoned and calls for calm and restraint made, the issue is, however, generally believed to be far from over. Countries flying into evacuating their people from Afghanistan to protect themselves from Taliban government is quite understandable. But when the state government in Nigeria make the unprecedented move of evacuating their citizens, student or non-student from Jos, is a clear red flag that something is definitely blowing. There has been a threat against Southerners in the country, but never have we heard of a state government making moves to evacuate their people. So, what is happening in Plateau State right now? Considering this an existing government in the country, but with the patriarchs storming Kano State for the wedding of the president boy is extremely troubling. Killings have been going on in southern Kaduna for years, unadopted. In fact, the people of Atiyan in southern Kaduna have been under siege for some time now, but we all have or hear from those in power is strengthened. Honestly speaking, President of Southern Kaduna People's Union Jonathan Asaka, in a recent statement, accused the country's leadership of conspiring with the enemies to wipe our southern Kaduna people, as it's evidence in government failure to take meaningful action against the ongoing carnage in the region. He said that there have been series of attacks in Kaduna State, series of criminalities where a whole community is wiped out, like in Zangon, Katof, along where attack took place within days. Over 100 people were killed, and the Kukon local government area, virtually 80% of the community has been displaced and many killed as well. But you will never hear anything from the presidency. Moreover, whenever and whenever they want to talk, they will say this is the reason it is happening. When the Zagun Cafe came into heavy attack, Geba Shehu came up in the media and they made it was a reprisal. And then when somebody talks like that from the highly placed position, that means he knows what is going on. He knows who has been offended and the other people is coming to revenge. When that people is coming to revenge, he has taken the law into his hands. If there is rule of law, do we have leaders that are responsive and accountable to the people? Of course, if we are responsible, we ought not to allow a reprisal to take place because we have the military, the police, and the intelligent officers who can nip that in the mob. Do you call in or do you call it a reprisal where a whole community was wiped out? Their houses burned, their crops destroyed, and they are displaced from their ancestral land. And definitely, that has really caused that a reprisal without going there to see what has happened. What is this kind of people we have in the presidency? Meanwhile, following there is a damning silence on the plaint of Southern Kaduna people. The opposite was caused following reports of the attack on Muslim travelers in Jos Plateau State. And the uproar, anger, and the swift action by government shows clearly that all lives are not equal in the country as it stands now. But isn't our surprising, however. And then the reaction of the presidency following the ugly and condemnable just attack was quite telling. Hmm. It is in reaction, though, the senior special assistant to the president of media and publicity, Malam Giba Shehu Buhari, who expressed a regret over the sad incident, said that the attack was religiously motivated, thereby setting up the stage for a potential religious rising in not only in Jos but also in northern states with a history of religious intolerance. Shehu said that it is quietly known that Plateau State has been one of the states affected by Hedda farmer clash, which have in a significant way been curtailed following the instant peace building effort of the administration of Governor Simon Lalong. Moreover, to be clear, this is not an agriculturalist, non-protestant confrontation, but rather a direct, brazen, and weakly motivated attack on members of a community exercising their right to travel freely and to follow the faith of their choosing with the evident the evidence preparedness of the attacks. It is clear this was a well conceived and parent assault as a known target. Location and religious persuasion of the travelers, not an opportunities ambush. Now in Kaduna, a state struggling with too many issues, tensions are very high. Residents are on alert as rumor of plans to carry out revenge attack on Christians in the state over the just incident wipe across the state. Investigating by a national vote found that there has indeed a great deal of anxiety among Kaduna residents. One resident who spoke with one of our correspondents in Kaduna said a video was shared by a colleague of his showing those people making threats. They swore to avenge the killings in Jos. Only God will help us in Kaduna State. Well, my good people, the truth has been Malam is really trying, kid is safe. Malam is trying, kid is safe. Well, let me have your take from here, and then remember to tap on the subscription button for more updates. Thank you and God bless you.